Howdy, and welcome to the climax of Will of the Wisps. If you haven't listened to parts 1 through 13, you probably should. Parts 14, 15, and 16 are the climax. The chapters are short and move pretty fast. I don't really have any training to be recording and editing this audiobook, but I did write the book, and I figure that has to mean something. Please share, like, and enjoy. Chapter 91, Amber. Thomas shoulders me and directs my attention to a shape moving through the tops of the trees. Is it Reid? No. It's the dragon monster that Two Flowers mentioned. I want to be happy about the plan working, but any satisfaction I might get normally is crushed under the weight of the terror I feel. Allison is terrifying. I can't see much, he says. Is that? Yeah, it is. He only has 2 left. I manage to whisper back. Luke and Thomas don't bother reminding me that the 2 I'm talking about are my parents. We move slow and quiet. Luke whispers smoothly, taking over. Based on her flight path, I'd say we take coulee number 2. Is coulee number 2 the one with the birch grove at the bottom or the one that's thick with Canadian thistle? Thomas asks. Thistle, I answer. It never rains, huh? Oh wait, it's raining right now. I can't see Thomas grinning, but I know he is. It's not too late to trade your fear away too, Amber, I sigh. Of course it is. Where is Two Flowers? Poco? Reid? The 3 of us slide down the coulee in relative silence, keeping out of Allison's sight, we hope. I want to ask Barker to project ahead of us and report what's happening at Caleb's van. But I know he won't do anything without a trade. Getting Poco to cooperate was hard enough. We have to hope that Caleb, Franky, and my parents are still sitting inside the vehicle. We might have planned for everything to go wrong, but eventually something has to go right. And eventually is right now. Unless Luke has more cards up his sleeve that he hasn't shared with me, this is the end game. I don't even like chess. Not like... Mom! The first flash of lightning breaks the world into a cacophony of shimmering raindrops. She sees me the same time I see her. Dad is looking the other way. We lock eyes for what feels like forever, but could only realistically be the instant the lightning lit the forest. As the thunder rolls, I watch her move in what should now be darkness for anyone other than me. But both my parents move with a confidence impossible for someone who hasn't made my trade. Who can't see in the dark. She doesn't warn him. Dad, I mean. She must not have been ordered to help him fulfill his orders. But even with Dad clueless and looking the other way, I already know we failed. I watch my mom pull up the barrel of a shotgun and fire. Chapter 92, Mia. That's gunshots, Reid. I hear gunshots. I run the length of the tree branch to get a better view. Being high up in a good tree with perfect balance is indescribably satisfying. I should have come out here weeks ago. Robot Reid tells me to keep my voice down. It's not my fault that I don't have X-ray telepathy. I could have traded for all that too if Reid Butler hadn't talked me into getting his stupid anime girlfriend's stupid spirit bow.
You can make a trade with me for that now, Mia.
Shush, Poco, I tell her inside my head. And yes, I realize it's dumb to tell someone talking inside of your head to be quiet, but I've never crept through a jungle with a half-maimed zombie angel after me before, have I? It's not like I got drafted by the Vietnamese, whatever. Well, wait, actually, Sorry, Poco. I'm just scared. Can you please let Reid know that our friends are likely getting shot and I need to go transfer their injuries before they die and stuff?
Reid knows, Mia.
I know, Mia. Stupid telepaths. We can hear the angels smashing through the trees behind us, but it's not exactly on the same course we are, so it doesn't exactly know where we are. Exactly. Please tell Reid to let me down. I think we have to split up here. Can he? I don't want to ask this. I really don't. Reid sets me down before I can add more to the message. You go, Mia. I'm faster. I will, draw it off and stuff. You better, I think furiously, not even asking Poco to translate anymore. Then the lightning comes again, and we see a draconian land gracefully at the top of one of those pine trees Reid's in love with. It spreads its arm and roars. I think we've been seen, Reid says. Duh. Chapter 93. Luke. Hot pain lights up my side as the shotgun fires again. I fall, hands digging at the pain, surprised by the lack of blood. My fingers come up with a tiny bead of metal, still hot from the gunpowder. I'd been duck hunting only once with Uncle Lee, but I'm pretty sure it's the same kind we used. The wrong kind of BBs entirely for hunting humans. It sprays wide and isn't lethal at more than, 20 feet? Thomas knows guns better than I do. I flop over into the thistle, feeling another dozen flashes of pain where the thorns dig into me. I don't want to make too much noise by calling his name. My hand finds him. He's sticky. We're all wet from the rain, but Thomas is sticky. He was closer to the gun, I realize. Maybe 20 feet or so. Lukey? His voice is weak. Thomas. Oh God, Thomas, can you? A flash of light brings me his grin, blood coating half his face. Lukey, I want you to have my stick. I see it in his hands, the same one he's been messing with while we waited for Caleb to show up. Thomas, we can get Mia here. You just... Stick, he gasps, looking over my left shoulder. I don't think. I don't wait. As the thunder crashes, I'm already turning, already swinging Thomas's stupid stick in my hands. It breaks across Amber's dad's face and he flies back into the darkness. Chapter 94. Reid. I barely collide with the Dragon Man zombie fast enough to stop it from obliterating Mia. It towers over me. It would be towering over the zombie angel, but that one is still off somewhere to the right. It'll be coming this way soon, I realize. The time for stealth is over. Get hurt! Mia screams, and I oblige by launching my fist right into its open mouth. The force of the blow is enough to knock its weight off me, but it hurts like hell when the jaws clamp down. Sparks come off my arm when the teeth crunch in, reminding me that I asked Barker to make it look like a robot. Did he just add the injury sparks to complete the illusion, or am I actually mechanical in this form? I put my arm away, and seconds later, it's as good as new. The pain begins to fade. If he did make me a robot, he did a crap job by leaving the pain. Well, maybe not. Pain is there to tell you when something went wrong, after all. And stuff is definitely going wrong. The dragon screams as bright ichor, purple in my heat vision, sprays from its arm. The heat vision is great in the dark, but Mia's mystic arrows are nearly invisible to me. The creature shakes out its injured right arm and swiftly manipulates the clawed fingers of its left hand into some sort of ninjutsu symbols. Crap! Caleb gave it a dragon body and Naruto powers? But nothing happens. It just squares up and swipes at me with its claws before making more symbols. Mia, the creature is doing something weird with its hands. I can't see. How weird? I don't know. Very? Have you seen Naruto? The lightning flashes again and Mia squeals. It knows sign language, Reid. The person is still in there and it's trying to communicate. Do you speak sign language? No. Also, I can't see.
Reid, would you...
Yes, Poco. I want to make a trade. Chapter 95. Franky. Out, lying girl, out of the vehicle, and stand in front of me. I do as Caleb commands and concentrate on listening to the chaos around me. Though the rain still falls and the thunder still crashes, I can see the clouds begin to break. Moonlight is coming through. It was full last night, so it should be close enough to full tonight. Let's hope it's bright enough to make a difference. Back at the Hendersons' house, I watched as Amber's parents were both given the same ability she has. I wonder if Caleb even knew what he was doing. He's pressing something into my hand. It's the gun I brought to kill him. Make it work, he hisses. I need it ready to fire. I switch off the safety and tell him it's ready. He yanks back on my hair and I feel the cold, wet barrel of the pistol against my neck. From zombie to regular hostage. I can't tell if that's an improvement. Caleb detects a noise in the tree line. It's closer than the others. He whirls, keeping the gun to my neck and my body in front of his like a shield. The white cop from the doorway stumbles out, wheezing and puffing, laying his hands on his knees. After he catches his breath, he looks around and promptly sits in the dirt. Follow me to the campground. Those were Caleb's orders. He's got new orders now. Approach. Keep your weapon drawn and ready to fire at anything that threatens me. Good. Now report. I have a cut on my inside left thigh. I'm bleeding. I may lose consciousness soon. No, I don't care about your injuries. Tell me what happened after the tree came down, you imbecile. We've been making our way through the trees to this location. My partner fell back. His trigger finger looked injured. I was in the company of 3 others. Mrs. Henderson, Bobby. I don't need their names. Why aren't they here? Your champion, the reptile. It attacked us. What? I can't stop myself from laughing, and once I realized that his command to do nothing without orders was unable to stop my laughter, I let it all go. With it come tears and sobs and a torrent of mucus from my nostrils. The cop starts laughing too. It's bitter, jaded laughter, but it's something. Caleb orders us to stop laughing and the moment of mirth is over. We encountered the young girl and the black demon you told us to watch for. Your champion was fighting them, so we continued as instructed. But your champion stopped fighting them and began attacking us. And my enemies? They ran off, this direction. Why did my champion let them go? Caleb's losing control. He tosses me to the side and I fall in the mud, letting the last drizzle of freezing rain wash over me. Mia and Reid are alive. That's what he said, right? Of course they're alive. I can still remember them. If any of my friends died, I would have no idea. I wouldn't even remember their names. He yanks me up by my hair again and pushes his face into mine. Tell me how this happened. I don't know. Guess. You told Allison to kill anyone except the 4 of us that were in the car. Your other slaves weren't in the car, idiot. But she let my enemies go. Yeah, and probably on purpose. Mia and Reid are her friends. Why should she fight her friends when she could be killing your zombies? He pulls me back into the hostage position. More zombies are emerging from the tree line. Whatever Amber and Luke planned to get done while he was separated from them didn't get done fast enough. I swallow. Chapter 96. Thomas. I drift on a cloud of pain. Pain is good. They always say that in the movies. Pain is good because it means your injuries are not fatal. The problem, as I see it, is that I can only feel pain in my chest and arms. Maybe one of my feet, but that's probably my imagination. She paralyzed me. I struggle to get my good arm to my stomach, try and feel if any slippery intestines are trying to make a getaway. Feels relatively intact. But bloody. Oh, so bloody. I frown. Mia might not be able to handle this one.
Thomas, they are coming.
2 flowers. Hey, buddy. Amber was looking for you.
Mother looks for grandmother now. She asked that I be here for you. She asked...
Ask you to be with me while I die?
I have promised not to share private thoughts with others.
Well, forget that, 'cause I have a metric shit ton of private thoughts that I would prefer get shared while the sharing is good. I try and separate the drifting in my mind. Make it a boat. The pain is a cool lake, cool and calm. And on the lake, I picture a boat. An old canoe my dad would take me out in before he upgraded to the vanity craft that we needed the special trailer for. Just a little canoe on a calm, cool lake. I feed everything I have into the boat. All the things I love about my friends. All the things that annoy me about them, but are things I like about them anyway. All my hopes for them. And for Franky. Franky especially. I've never written a poem about her, I realize. I used to write so many for my crushes, but Franky kind of came out of nowhere. I wasn't ready for her, for my feelings. I'm not ready, 2 flowers.
I'm not either, Thomas. I don't want to die.
We all die, man. We all die. I keep feeding the canoe, giving it more. Even the thoughts I have that are not words, the ones I could never put down on paper. Let 2 flowers tell them. Let life sort it all. Drifting. Boat on a lake.
They are coming, Thomas. The she called Allison was very clever. She spoke to Reid with her hands. They made a plan to subvert her commands. They are no longer fighting. They are coming.
If they come, that's great, I tell him. I have to speak out loud now. Can't talk in my head and shovel the memories into the boat at the same time. Drifting. Hey, 2 flowers. You still there?
I am here, Thomas.
Do you think what goes around comes around?
I am uncertain.
I killed that man, 2 flowers. Daniel Ostengard. I shot him in the head. And now, here I am, stomach full of birdshot, probably with a crushed lower spine. I shot him, and I got shot. I guess I'd prefer it to be true.
You'd prefer to have been shot.
No, I mean, what do I mean? I guess I'd prefer it if I deserve to be shot, since I'm shot anyway. A new voice breaks the dialogue. Poco, I think?
You are foolish, Thomas. Trades are not... The word you are thinking is poetic. Trades are not poetic. Trades are made with clear words chosen with purpose. There is no balancing force. There is only the will.
Will? I ask. I think I ask. Drifting.
Free will.
Two Flowers answers, but too quickly. If I didn't know better, I would think he was lying.
The free making of trades. The free choice of acting. She is coming. She is here.
She? I thought you said they were coming. Nope, just me. Mia's voice. The boat collapses. I plunge into cold water.
His back is broken, Mia.
Then I guess he'll have to carry me, she says, and my whole body lights up with pain in an instant. Chapter 97. Amber. The moon is out, so we go deeper into the woods. My mother and I. The Purcell women. Purcell still, even though our last name is Thibodeau, and mother's maiden name is Clark. Proper women do not stalk each other through the wilderness, I yell in the direction I think she's in, and jerk in the opposite direction, letting myself slide down an embankment. Her only answer is the boom of the shotgun. My first trade, certainty in who I am, and all it cost me was my shadows. Not my personal shadow, everyone else can still see it, but I get to move through the forest with a perfect view of every stick and leaf glistening with new rain finally letting up. And Thomas thought he was the one who cheated the Wisps with his first trade. I keep my eyes low, picking the ground where I place my feet quickly and carefully. No one can follow me through this brush at the same rate, with the same stealth. No one except my mother. I wonder if Caleb forced her to trade away her shadows, or if she traded something else to get a similar effect. Luke thinks the zombies with trades might be good as dead already. Caleb had no incentive to get them good ones, after all. He wouldn't care what they were losing. But I care. She's still my mom. I see another coulee jutting out of the mountain. A coulee is like a tiny valley, a place where a natural spring of water carved into the landscape, but not for very long. Maybe the spring changed direction, or just dried up, or maybe it was glaciers. I don't remember. I only remember that I hadn't heard of them until we moved up here. All the nature words are different. They say creek instead of crick, too. Mom, put down the gun and we'll talk, I shout before taking another planned jump and a jog into the coulee. She wastes another shot missing me. I know she can't talk. I know she can't stop. Well, I can guess as much. But she doesn't want me dead. She won't save shells, right? We're both wasting her shells. We share the same goal. Just us Purcell women against the world. Another shot comes, and this one I'm not ready for. It misses, but the shower of sticks and pine needles tear into me. Hot blood begins leaking from my cheeks. I go faster, trying to get some distance, but I'm trapped running down the coulee, and I'll have to go uphill eventually. I spot a branch reaching out in stark, shadowless 3D and leap to grab it, swing, toss myself into a pile of leaves under one of the few deciduous trees in the area, haul myself to my feet, and stop breathing. Mom is right in front of me, also frozen. She's got a new shell slid into the shotgun, but she hasn't closed the gun back up yet. Her face is a mask of tears, a mask of horror. I can't imagine how hard this must be for her. Maybe I can. I am a mother now, after all. Mom, I'm gay. And she smiles. Just her mouth, not her eyes. Mom's like that. She's not one to laugh. Purcell women do not bray like donkeys, she told me once. More than once. A stick breaks, and we both look sideways. A man walking clumsily, clearly a zombie without the benefit of our vision, sees us standing in the moonlight and raises his revolver. The gun goes off, and I'm on the ground. I don't know if she managed to break Caleb's control in that last critical moment, or managed to convince herself that tackling me fulfilled his orders. I'll probably never know. What I do know is that my mom gave her life for me, and I'm going to have to use her shotgun on the man who killed her before he fires again. A Purcell woman wouldn't give up now. Mom didn't. She never gave up. Chapter 98. Reid. My left arm is worthless, and with Mia gone after Thomas, it's not getting healed anytime soon. But my legs work, and I use them. Speed is my only advantage. Mindbreaker only knew to make his monster strong. Stronger than me, sure, but speed is strength. And Mindbreaker doesn't know that because he isn't in Mr. Icon's applied science class. I sure as heck can't see how that helps me now. The forest is too thick for me to get clean away. The zombie angel's sword sizzles above my head, still not setting the wet trees on fire, but with the rainstorm over, it's only a matter of time. I would prefer to live and not be responsible for a forest fire so close to my neighborhood. I leap, swing, dodge, and leap again. Caleb must not know about Spider-Man either, because when the angel tries my trick of standing upside down on the underside of a large tree limb, it falls, and I gain a few seconds. Precious, precious seconds. I thought it wouldn't be able to move with so many injuries, but it's been using its left arm to compensate for the busted leg, and putting weight on the leg too, I think. I can't see its expression with my heat vision, but I imagine it's grimacing and cursing Caleb for giving it orders that it cannot ignore. I turn my attention back to escape and applied sciences. Force equals mass times, the letter A. But what does the A stand for? It has something to do with speed. I just talked with Shawn about this the other day. Speed. Fast. What else? Rate, right? Rate is tempo, and tempo is hold on. I put on the brakes and bounce back and to the right, letting the angel hit a boulder at maximum velocity. Wait, no, that's not an A word either. It sounds right, though. Something tickles my brain as I duck back and forth on the far side of a gigantic ponderosa before the angel gets tired and just smashes through it. Put on the brakes. It was something about cars. That's it. Acceleration. To speed up. So if I want force, I have to speed up. That's how I get stronger. I have to be going faster. But I can't be going faster than something that's chasing me, right? Right, I can't. Which means that I need to set it up so we are both dead stopped and then charge each other. If I do that, with enough time to ramp up, I hit it harder than it hits me. I think. Okay. Get it to stop. I turn and lead the chase back to the boulder. Maybe I get the angel to body check it again. But it slows down before we get there. Stops. It's maybe 30 feet away. I don't know if that's enough. Ugh! Why did it have to be math? The angel pauses to summon a second, equally burning sword before advancing. And that's when Allison swoops down and bites its head off. Chapter 99. Luke. I'm alone. I let them all try to do their best, but it wasn't good enough. I feel like screaming. I feel like crying. Thomas is dead by now. Amber is nowhere to be seen. And the fact I haven't had Two Flowers chatting me up in what feels like years tells me Amber is in too much trouble or too far away to do any good. Please God, let her be just too far away. The Jurassic Park levels of destruction still going on further up the mountain gives me a good idea that Reid is still kicking. That me and him are too far to help me. And Franky is a zombie. I've stumbled into a good place behind a picnic table to watch her and Caleb. His army is small but growing. 2 adult males, 1 female, 1 cop. Cop's not a gender, but it feels like an important enough distinction to keep him separate. They're all armed, except Franky. For some reason, Caleb is holding a gun to her head rather than having her armed and patrolling with the others. And they are patrolling, just not very well. In fact, they're probably doing as poor of a job as they can get away with under the exact words of their commands. They mostly just move around him erratically, not straying more than 20 feet. It keeps me from getting spotted, but it keeps him well protected. Barker, I think. Be very quiet, in my head only.
Now is the time that we will trade.
Yeah, I think it is.
This one was told the trade would happen, that the trade would be with Lucas Park. This one was... The word is promised. This one was promised a trade.
Yeah, you were.
This one knows your thoughts, Lucas Park. This one knows that you think you will get a better trade because this one is desperate. You believe this one to be addicted to trading. You seek to use this one. This is your plan. You have kept trades for me for this purpose.
You just referred to yourself as me, Barker. Waves of emotional anger flow over me. I hope this wasn't a mistake.
It was not a mistake, Lucas Park. Ask what you desire. This one will answer if a trade is possible. This one knows of your experiments with the one called Two Flowers.
Okay, here we go. Time to see if a desperate Barker is smart enough to find a way to weasel out of Wisp rules that fearful Two Flowers wouldn't dare. Give me the power to end Caleb's influence. Barker does not answer. Give me the power to know the words of command he used. Barker does not answer. Make me immune to unnatural traits granted by your kind.
Yes, Lucas. This I can do for you.
I stop myself from audibly cheering. What's the price, Barker? The anger, the sheer, hot malice of the fairy comes at me again.
The price will be the trait which you value most about yourself. No, not the one you value. The one she values.
She?
Grace Levitt, the bookwoman. I will make you immune to traits granted to humans by my kind. And you, Lucas Park, you will give me your empathy.
It's just me. I'm the only one left. This was always the final plan. You have a deal, Barker. You just listened to part 15 of Will of the Wisps. Only one more to go. Will of the Wisps is a fully finished YA novel at just over 100,000 words. I'm looking for a literary agent and publisher, so please do whatever you can to make this happen for me. If you can't think of any other way to help, make sure you like this video and throw a comment up to help the YouTube algorithm. And then go back and do the same for all the other videos you've enjoyed. Share it too. Sharing is caring. And don't just comment for the algorithm. I want honest feedback so I can make this novel as perfect as possible before publication. Thanks.